dyne. This is the formula how to convert the Newton to dyne. Means N1 U1 equal to watts and 2 U2. Then value of N2 equal to watts N1 U1 upon U2. Students, here is the N1 and N2 are the numerical digit. U1 is the dimension of one system and U2 are the dimension of another system, in second system. So we are giving the one example to convert the Newton to dyne. Newton to dyne means you can say 1 Newton equal to how many dyne? 1 Newton equal to how many dyne? Students, Newton is the SI unit of force. Newton is the SI unit of force. Students, know that what is the formula of force? Mass into acceleration. The mass it is expressed in kg because this is the SI system, and acceleration meter per second square. Means you can say 1 kg equal to how many gram? 1000 gram. And 1 meter equal to how many centimeter? Means 100 centimeter upon second square. Then it's become the 10 to power 3 gram and 10 square centimeter per second square. Now CGS unit of force. CGS unit of force. What's formula? Same, mass into acceleration, but mass expressed in watts, gram, and acceleration it is expressed by meter per second square. It's not meter, it's because centimeter per second square. Then apply the formula. What are the formula? N2 equal to watts, N1 U1 upon U2. Okay. You convert the 1 Newton equal to how many dyne? Is 1 and U1 equal to watts. U1 equal to, you have given that watts, the 10 to power 3 gram, 10 to power 3 gram, and multiply by the 10 square centimeter upon second square, oblique watts, gram centimeter per second square. This is calcium. Then it's become the 10 to power 3 into 10 to power square equal to 10 to power 5 dyne. It's mean the students, you have seen the 1 Newton equal to watts, 10 to power 5 dyne. Okay. Then if 1 dyne equal to watts, you can say 10 to power minus 5 Newton. This is the example for the how to convert the 1 Newton to dyne. And another example you should use solving. First, how to convert the arc to joule. Arc to joule. I am giving the another example. This is example number 2. Arc to joule. Arc is the CGS unit of work and joule is the SI unit of work. So instead this conversion you convert on this basis, so you have no problem. And this is also you can solve, this is also homework. Okay. Now I am discussing the third point, means relation between the following physical quantity. How to relate the physical quantity? Suppose that we have put the pendulum, simple pendulum. Okay. This is the bob, and the mass of, this is the m, mass of bob, or r is the length of the bob, or g is the acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. And it's totally depends upon the t, means time period is directly proportional to mass, length and acceleration. So still you have given the power a, b and c, then it's become the t equal to k, m to power a, n to power b and g to power c. This is equation number first. Now students, If length is increases, if length increases means time period will be what? Decreases. Now here LHS, what you have given the LHS T, the dimension of T. RHS, what you have given that RHS K, M to power A, L to power B and G to power C. Now student, you write the dimension K, M means M to power A and L means length, watts power B and G means acceleration due to gravity. Student, you write what is the dimension of the acceleration due to gravity, L T inverse 2 and power C. Then what's K, M to power A, L to power B and L to power C. Then it's become the LB plus C and T to power minus 2C. Now we compare the equation LHS and RHS means according to principle of homogeneity means K, M to power A, L, B plus C or T to power minus 2C. Students, in the form of M to power 0, L to power 0 and T. Student, you write if M to power 0 means 1, L to power 0 means 1, then it is also T. Then K, M to power A, L to power B plus C and T to power minus 2C. Now compare this equation. Here is a mass power A but mass of power equal to 0. So value of A equal to what? 0. Then L to power T plus C, okay, B plus C and power is given at 0, okay. Then here is T minus 2C, power of given that means 1 equal to 1. It's mean the C equal to what? Minus half. Okay, we have two values. What's value? A equal to 0, C equal to minus half. Then what is B? What is B? Means B plus C equal to 0. B plus C equal to 0. Okay. B value of C equal to minus half equal to 0. Then B equal to what? Means half. Now we calculate the value of A, B and C from equation first. From equation first we get what's T equal to what's K, okay. M to power A, Western unit value of A equal to 0 and L to power B, what the value of B? B means half and G to power C, the value of C equal to what's minus half, okay. Western T equal to K, M to power 0 means 1 and you know that L to power half, either you can say root L, then it's become the what's the root L. G to power minus half, then it's become the G. So students, by experimenting you know that T equal to 2 pi, so then it's become the what's 2 pi under root L by G. This is the required expression for the simple pendulum, but we can determine with the help of the relation between the following physical quantity. So here is the T is the time period and 2 pi is the constant, L is the length of the bob or G is the acceleration due to gravity. Okay. Now I am discussing the limitation of the dimensional equation. First limitation, students, all constant are dimensionless like that 2 pi, 5 pi, 5, 6, etc. Second point, all trigonometric functions are dimensionless. Third point, all exponent power are dimensionless. Or fourth point, all logarithm are dimensionless. So this is the most important question because this question always asking for your examination, limitation of the dimensional equation or usage. You can simply all constant are dimensionless, all logarithm are dimensionless, all trigonometric functions are dimensionless, all exponent power are dimensionless. Okay. Now I am discussing the Principle of homogeneity. Student, principle of homogeneity, you can say we can separate the each and every part with the help of this formula. Example, suppose that we have given that if displacement of particle, displacement of particle means x equal to, you have given that at plus bt square plus c2 t to power 3, because displacement, so it is meter. Now find the dimension of what's A, B and C. Students, according to principle of homogeneity, we can separate the each and every part. Means if you have given the where x is the displacement or a is the time, and you will calculate the a, b and c. So student, you have given that x equal to what's 80, separate the each and every part. Then a equal to what's x by t. You know that x is the displacement, so its dimension is what's L, and time for t, then it's become the Lt inverse. So students, you look the x equal to 80, then a equal to x by t, then dimension of a equal to Lt inverse, then x equal to bt square, here is b, then b equal to what's x by t square. So x is the displacement, so displacement for L, or t square is t square, then it's become the Lt inverse 2. It's become the Lt inverse 2. And third, what's x equal to what's c to power 3, then c equal to what x by t to power 3. X is the displacement, so displacement for L or t to power 3. Then it's become the what's Lt inverse 3. Then you can say dimension of A, what's dimension of A, what means Lt inverse. Dimension of B equal to what's means Lt inverse 2. And dimension of C, what's Lt inverse 3. So this is your answer. Okay. Now I am giving the another example. If force equal to ax plus bt square, then find the dimension of A and B. Okay, no problem. According to principle of homogeneity, students, force equal to what's we have given that ax, where x is the distance, then value of A, what's half by x. So simple. What is half means force? You know that dimension of force, what's mLt inverse 2. Dimension of x means length, LL cancel, so it's become the mt inverse 2. Student, you calculate the dimension of A, mt inverse 2, and B is here. Then again half equal to what's bt square, then d equal to what's half by t square, half by t square. Then half is the force of dimension mLt inverse 2, and this is the t to power 2. Then mL t to power minus 2, then it's become the t to power minus 4. Okay. Then we calculate the dimension of A. So what's the dimension of A equal to what's mt inverse 2. Dimension of B equal to what's mL t inverse 4. Suppose that ask the what is the A by B, then write the note A by B is what's mt inverse 2. Then B equal to what's mL t inverse 4. cancel, L inverse and t square. This is your answer. Then you solve it.